All right, what's up, guys? I'm here at the Black Men's Brain Health Conference, and I'm here with Dr. Turner. Dr. Turner, can you tell me a bit about this event and the what the mission of the event?
Sure. First of all, thanks for having me. I really appreciate it. Um, Really, this is a culmination of coming together because there's so many things that you probably heard in the conference today that Black men have, health disparities, poor health outcomes in many different ways, and we do know that also when it comes to brain health, depression. We talk about concussion rates because they play football. Many different areas about brain health. We need to educate Black men. We need more research because we have so few that participate in research. So really what it's all about is we do kind of three things. One is we information dissemination. We want to get information out into the community. The second one is we really want to encourage people and to talk about and let them understand the importance of us participating in research. As you probably heard today with Dr. Hill, he showed from the Alzheimer's Association about 5% of all the research that's done around brain health and Alzheimer's disease and that type of thing. Only 5% of the participants are Black, right? And then within that, about half of that or less than half is Black men, right? So much of the science around brain health, about all the things that are going on, what we know about brain health, it almost exclusively excludes Black men, right? So that's another really important portion of what we're doing. So information dissemination, encouraging people and then educating them on the reason to be involved in research. But then third, our other mission of this conference is we have a scholars program where we every year for the next 3 years we'll have about 10 scholars, early career scholars, that we're training to be able to do this kind of research, right? So as we recruit men in, we want scholars who are dedicated to improving our knowledge around Black men's brain health and improving the quality of life for Black men. That's what we're have a mission to make sure that they receive the training and the career development to do that kind of work.
Gotcha. And in speaking to everything, what you were just saying, and listening in on the conversation that was had just now, and talking about like kind of breaking that stigma and trying to break down those walls of perceptions that athletes have of oh if I'm not dealing with this injury the correct way, there's a perceived idea that that I'm weak, or that I'm like not taking that issue or that challenge in stride, so to speak. So can you talk a little bit about that, and kind of breaking that stigma of you know oh well, I'm too tough to I don't want to be perceived as not being tough by not looking and being educated about these issues.
So one of the things, as you can see, one of our sponsors in this is the NFL Alumni Association. And the reason that we felt that it was really important for them to be a partner for ours is one, as you well know, so many of your viewers will probably know that the NFL is about 70% of the participants who play in the NFL are Black. If you look at major college football, about 60 to 65% of those athletes are Black. So therefore, that means that they put themselves, if we just talk about brain injury, right, which is part of being, how do you recover from brain injury, the exposure to brain hits or head impacts, that's all part of brain health. So we know that in our society, athletes have a big role in terms of people looking up to them, admiring them, their social status and their social status, we look at them. And so we need to be able to flip the script and say, not only is it important to ask for help, and asking for help, most of the time people have equated that with being a sign of weakness, but we're actually saying it's a sign of strength to recognize that something's going on with you and you need to ask for help. And so that's part of what we're trying, is destigmatizing it, demystifying it, and saying, hey, look at those athletes on the field, look at those athletes that have spent their time to come here, guys like Josh Andrews is in the league right now, Ken Harvey, who's played for 11 years. If those guys are willing to stand up and say, you know what, I think brain health is really important. I want to know how to maintain positive brain health. I want to be able to, whenever I have some problems with my mental health, reach out. And I want to know, what do I need to do to preserve really good brain health? That's what this is all about. That's why we have the Alzheimer's Association here. We have all of our other partners that are here and saying, you know what, we're committed to improving the quality of life. And the first step, and that is to get educated about this.
Awesome, awesome, and obviously, we're here at USC, and USC, it's obviously not the only school that has NFL alums. So, can you speak also to branching out to those other schools as well, and doing the same, or if
Sure. We're very fortunate again with we have our academic partners here, which happens to be a big athletic school, which is USC. But we also have a lot of people here. Dr. Linda Burton, who is the dean of the School of Social Welfare at UC Berkeley, and they brought a contingent down here to be involved because her whole mission is part of brain health. Is we need to train those individuals who come from certain communities to go back to those communities and to be a resource and help them. Right. So we're very fortunate that UC Berkeley came out here. We really wanted to do is like a community-based participatory research kind of situation. We have Northern California and Southern California chapters of the Alzheimer's Association that are here. We have faculty from UCLA that is here. We have faculty that's come up from the University of San Diego. And we have a number of community-based organizations that provide welfare support, all different kinds of support for their community, and they want to learn from us as well. They want to partner with us. They want to give us access to come out and work with them. We want to learn from them. What are the best practices? What can we do? So this is really not about scholars. This is not only about researchers. It's about doctors, about everybody in the community all coming together and recognizing that if we want to make change, we've got to come together, change from within, and we got to figure out the problems, let people tell us those, and let's be committed to the long term of really trying to make positive brain health.
All right, outstanding. Well, there you guys have it. Again, I'm here at the Black Men's Brain Health Conference, and I'm here with Dr. Turner. I'm Brandon Choi. I will see you soon. Later.